welcome to the program NYSC Half Hour. I am Israela Njasi, and it's a delight to have you tuned in as always. On today's episode, we will be highlighting the significance of the closing ceremony of the orientation course and the reactions of core members who have been prepared for the next phase of their service here. We will then showcase core members keying into the objectives of the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Saed program, highlighting their journey to wealth creation. Before we do, let's go on a quick break. We will be right back. Today on NYSC Tidbits, NYSC partners with relevant bodies towards fortifying core verification process. The Director General of NYSC, Brigadier General Olapade, has said the scheme is collaborating with relevant agencies like the West African Examinations Council, WAEC, Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, and the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, to upgrade and further fortify its verification process for the registration of prospective core members for national service. The Director General stated this while addressing the Investigative Committee on Certificate Racketeering organized by the House of Representatives Joint Committees on Universities, Polytechnics, Interior, Foreign Affairs and Youth Development under the chairmanship of Honorable Abubakar Fulata. Nafiu disclosed that NYSC had entered into partnership with the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, thus upgrading its credentials verification process to include synchronizing certificates submitted by prospective core members for verification with their National Identification Number, NIN. Welcome back. Let me quickly remind you that you can always catch us on NYSC TV, on free-to-air satellite, and on NYSC Radio 88.3 FM. It will interest you to know that the closing ceremony marks the end of the orientation course. It signifies the transitioning of core members from training to active service within their host communities. During the closing ceremony of the orientation course, core members are filled with different emotions and anticipate the next phase of their service here. But the beauty of it all is the memories made, friends gained, experience gotten, and most importantly, the training and values instilled. There is always a thing or two to take back home after the NYSC orientation course. Let's take a look at the closing ceremony of the 2025 Batch A Stream 1 orientation course for core members deployed to Nasarawa State, the state of solid minerals. The closing ceremony is a significant event held simultaneously in all NYSC orientation camps across the country to mark the end of the orientation course. It is the transitioning of core members from rigorous training and drills into active service, giving them a platform to put into practice what had been learned during the orientation course. This is the Nasarawa State Orientation Camp in Magaji Dan Yamusa Kefi, where the Batch A Stream 1 core members have successfully participated in the 3-week orientation course and are prepared for the service year. The ceremony, which took place on the 13th of May 2025, had the presence of the NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Olakunle Olusegun Nafiu, and top management, together with the Emir of Kefi, represented by the Makaman Kefi Alhaji Usman Lawal, and other dignitaries and stakeholders. To begin the ceremony, the guest of honor, the Nasarawa State Governor, Engineer Abdullahi Sule, represented by the Commissioner for Youth and Sports Development, Honorable Yakubu Kwanta, inspected the parade.
Come and pass from the 2,138 core members of bride ready for your inspection, Your Excellency. Dedication and selflessness, Nigeria's us, Nigeria we serve. Use obey the Lion call. Let us lift our nation high, under the sun or in the rain, with dedication and self.
Your Excellency, the orientation program was structured into several components of which I'm pleased to highlight their outstanding performance in the following areas. As part of the orientation course, we have had physical training and manual activities, and they equally received NYC lectures by seasoned facilitators. Your Excellency, these core members were equally exposed to skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development, which is in alignment with NYC's objective to reducing youth unemployment. Our core members were introduced to various entrepreneurial skills, and feedback from facilitators have revealed the high level of commitment with some core members. Your Excellency, sir, we equally had religious and ethical harmony. During the 3-week orientation course, the camp provided a platform for religious tolerance and peaceful coexistence amongst all core members. Ladies and gentlemen, please shall we be on our feet in respect of the national color. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to our core members on parade. You will agree with me that thus far they have been doing wonderfully well this morning on the parade ground. Your Excellency, the 2025 Batch A-1 core members have demonstrated exceptional discipline, resilience, and a readiness to serve the people of Nasarawa State and Nigeria at large.
Following that, the NYSC Nasarawa State Coordinator, Mrs. Salamatu Abdurrahman Muhammad, gave her welcome remarks and further commended core members for their readiness to serve Nasarawa State.
My dear core members, as you embark on your national service, I enjoy you to serve with humility and selflessness. Be positive ambassadors of your families, the NYC, and our nation at large. Embrace your posting, identify community felt needs, collaborate with others, and leave a legacy of service.
The Nasarawa State Governor, Engineer Abdullahi Sule, represented by the Commissioner for Youth and Sports Development, Honorable Yakubu Kwanta, urged the youth to contribute wholeheartedly to the progress of their host communities, assuring them of the government's statutory responsibility to their welfare, security, and well-being.
I commend your exhibition of patriotism, dedication, and commitment in our determination to ensure national integration and cohesion. It is pertinent to reiterate that this administration places high premium on youth development and empowerment as a prerequisite for national growth and progress. This is because youth constitute the most productive segment of our population. My dear co-members, Let me take the liberty of this occasion to call on you to shun any act of crime and criminality that would dent your image, such as drug abuse, theft, fraud, and other social vices that are capable of jeopardizing your chances of realizing your dreams in the future.
We remove headdress. Remove headdress. Bring a desk to the executive governor of Nasarawa State, every represented by the Commissioner of Youth and Sports, Honorable Yakubu Kwanta. Hip, hip, hip.
The closing ceremony of the orientation course reflects how well these core members have imbibed in them the spirit of oneness and brotherhood, overall promoting the objectives of the orientation course. The event was then brought to a close as core members were seen receiving their posting letters after being deployed to various places of primary assignments in line with the scheme's posting policies.
My name is Cynthia Penelope and my state of origin is Enugu State. I was posted to FCT, which is Abuja, but I'm camping here in Nasarawa. Being in camp has been an amazing experience, and today we are leaving camp to go and face the society out there to becoming better people. I am really glad to have experienced NYS. It is just once in a lifetime experience, and I'm glad to be here.
My name is Abu Amarachi Joy, and I'm from Enugu State.
My name is Ekozo Chinaza Uche, and I'm from Anambra State.
We met here on this parade ground, though, and I think we just said hi, and from there, you know how girls gist from one thing to another. Then we're friends now. Yeah, we're in the same Saed class. Yeah, so we were taught web design. I've never done it before, but I was able to create a website, data analysis, yeah, and then networking.
My name is Akitayo Ahmed Okoyemi from Oyo State. And my state of employment is Nasarawa State here. So I've been served my posting letter and I'm posted to Nasarawa State University in and I'm very happy to see this. So about the camp, I'm very happy to be here, to meet new people, state different food, people from other states and so.
I actually enjoyed my experience in camp and I'm wishing it doesn't end. But it's Nigeria, we have to go so that other badges can come. I am very grateful for everything I got in camp, for the lessons, for everything I got in camp. I am very grateful. And I must say, I really enjoyed my stay in Nasarawa.
My name is Favor Ejiofor, and I'm from Bayelsa State.
Well, my name is David Anthony.
We met here in the Nasarawa State Orientation Camp through the band, actually.
It's been good, and it was nice meeting her. At least I was able to meet a lot of friends aside from her, and the kind of relationship we had. I think band brought us together, and I really love that and I enjoyed that.
When I first came, particularly, it was not something I would be able to adapt to. So when I thought of it, I've never stayed in a bunk, like be using a bunk. I didn't stay in any hostel, so it was strange at first. But after like 3 days into the camp, I got adapted to it.
Amazing how within a span of about 17 days, we're able to transform these young Nigerian graduates into presenting the kind of parade we witnessed today. Bearing in mind that this is the first contact most of them are having with military drills, and I'll just commend them for being resilient, for being disciplined, for imbibing all that they've been taught in the course of this orientation. And I believe going into the field with what they've been given, what they've been taught in this camp, they have a lot to offer to the Nigerian society and to Nasarawa State in particular, where they are going to be serving for their primary assignment. So thank you.
What has a beginning surely has an end. It's beautiful how youths of diverse backgrounds and tribes are camped together to bond and promote the NYSC's mandate of unity and national integration. Congratulations to the Batch A Stream 1 on their completion of the orientation course. We are wishing you all an amazing service year. Good luck. One of the objectives of the scheme is to enable Nigerian youth acquire the spirit of self-reliance by encouraging them to develop skills for self-employment, and this is achieved through the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Saed program. Meet Samuel Olapade, one of the beneficiaries of the NYSC Saed program. Samuel, who is an ESCOM member, studied electrical engineering in the Federal Polytechnic Bida, was mobilized in 2018 to serve in Adamawa State. During his service year, Samuel engaged in Saed trainings with focus on the power and energy skills sector. This transformed him into a professional in his field. Today, he owns his own brand and is one of the NYSC Saed facilitators with a mission to empower other core members. Let's meet the CEO of Samwise Electrical Concepts as he takes us through his remarkable experience.
My name is Olapade Samuel Shegun. I'm from Oyo State, Ogbomoso precisely. It was NYSC service that brought me to Adamawa in 2018. I graduated from Federal Polytechnic Bida, where I studied electrical engineering in 2017, and I was mobilized to Adamawa State for my NYSC camp. NYSC have been a source of blessings for me. I never regret me coming to serve in Adamawa. Most of me becoming dependent on my own is because of the help of NYSC. It was when I was in Adamawa serving, that was when I registered my company, and my company is recognized as well. Everything for a man to have due to this work since 2018 up to date, God has been so faithful. I never begged for anything. 1 year NYSC service is not a waste. Unlike people that have a golden spoon in their mouth already. Because many of them, they thought when they came to NYSC, maybe during this 1 week training in the camp or 7 days is a waste. It's not a waste. I have been training some core members that didn't know anything, that didn't study anything in the university that related to electrical work. Because many of them will even look for what way after finishing service, we still have communication like Zoom, WhatsApp for more training, because even that 1 year is not still enough for them. It's not enough for them. So many of them see more reason to serve and see more reasons to commit themselves into 1 or 2 skills. I've trained core members, more than 250 core members since 2018, where I started to train core members. And many people that came to Adamawa many of them are not indigent. So due to me too, I'm not indigent, I try to motivate them more that you can stay and do well in this Adamawa. We have indigent students, but they are not much compared to non-indigent core member. So my staying in Adamawa is so much a blessing to me. Every day I go out, I got new job. Based on my profession, I'll let them know that I didn't learn it by the roadside. I learned it from university, and also the practical aspect is very sound. I present myself, I brand my company, I brand myself. So in presenting myself to any of the clients, before you know, I'll win the work, win the contract. And God has been so faithful. Adamawa is a good place. I'll be enjoying my work without no stress, and I've been a source of blessing to a lot of core members.
coming down to Adamawa through the NYC, I got to camp and I was like thinking, what next? What can I do apart from these economics that I have in hand? What other thing can I lay my hands upon? So when they started this Saed program, they listed so many, and I was like, electrical is very nice. Even not for commercial, I can learn it and be doing it for house, meeting the immediate needs in the house. So I enrolled, and as time goes on, I began to enjoy the lecture and everything that has to do with electricity. We had to even go, when we were in camp, we had to go to the transformer, and he was telling us some things and how to install the transformer and everything, all the techniques. Then I got interested and I said I want to further more. And we have been going out for jobs and even inside Yola and even some outside in the environs.
I chose electrical installation and solar. Then after we wanted to pass out, I was I need to further more on electrical because that's what I studied. So I now met, like doing the last Said in that our Said ground, that OBS. So I met our instructor, Sam. I told him, sir, I want to further more in electrical. Fortunately for me, they posted me around Jamaica. So I met him. He started carrying me along electrical stuff. Actually, I've been doing electrical, but not that deep till I met him. But I can boast now that, like, if you give me a building now, I can wire it and do the necessary installation and power it for you. I cannot fear in anything.
Great job, Samuel. It's clear to see that through the Said program, core members are finding their fates and making great success in their preferred skills. Truly, the scheme is equipping core members for self-reliance. Before we conclude today's episode of NYSC Half Hour, let's take a quick look at some of the most frequently asked questions from the feedback we obtained via our various social media handles. Please stay tuned.
Ekene from Abia State asked, I registered for 2025 batch A stream 1, but I have been shifted to stream 2. Do I have to register again before obtaining a call-up number? Thank you, Ekene. The answer is no. Graduates who have already registered for 2025 batch A do not need to register again. They will automatically be issued call-up numbers. Amos from Taraba State asked, I have disparity in my date of birth. The month is consistent, but the date on my WAEC differs from the one in JAMB record. Please, can NYSC help me to correct the anomaly? Thank you, Amos. NYSC is only responsible for errors that occur after a graduate has been duly registered in camp as a core member. You are therefore advised to go to JAMB or WAEC, as the case may be, to effect necessary corrections in your date of birth before you register for national service. Thank you.
We've now come to the end of today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. We will be back with more inspiring episodes, but in the meantime, we would love to hear from you. So kindly share your feedback and comments with us via our various social media handles displayed on your screen. And as always, we will gladly write back. And here is another reminder that you can always catch us on NYSC TV, on free-to-air satellite, and on NYSC Radio 88.3 FM. Until next time, I am Israela Njasi, and never forget that the safety of core members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. So be safe and be patriotic.
You so